Y'all hear my bird? Grand Rising. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whatever it is to and for you. Y'all listen. You can't tell me that ain't my bird. It's just this same blue bird that sit out here every morning. Every morning he got something to say. Every morning. And they're my favorite birds. I'm talking about since I was a kid. They've been my favorite birds. I love a beautiful blue jay. You hear me? And my favorite color blue, but listen, them my favorite birds. That bird out here every morning. It don't matter the season. It don't matter. And the other day he was so bold. He was at the window making all that noise. And I'm like, okay, what's going on? What you trying to tell me? Because them messenger birds. Um, but yeah. Yeah, that was so. I just listen every time. I had to turn and pause the music to listen to the bird. Because apparently he had something to say. Apparently. He must be done now because I don't hear him no more. Okay. Grand Rising. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whatever it is to and for you. I'm gonna see if he come back. We're gonna see. If you're new to my channel, welcome to my channel. If you're returning to my channel, welcome back to my channel. All that I ask is that you keep it respectful. That's it. That's all. Just keep it respectful. William, what's going on, girl? Let me borrow that. What's up? How you feeling? Yeah, I knew I wouldn't get back on here last night. When I got off last night, I knew I wasn't getting back on. I was too tired. And I really just wanted to write. And I did go over them scriptures and stuff that I told y'all to look up. But the funny thing, well, not funny. Hopefully somebody actually did the work and they saw it for themselves. Cause it was a little tricky test and that and all of that. But I'm gonna explain it and why I did it. Um you chilling? What? What? You okay? Well, I mean, you here, so I know you physically okay. You all right? Mentally, emotionally, your spirit good. I don't like that. It just did. I don't know. It just did something to my spirit. Okay, that's all that matters. All right. I don't know why that just disturbed my spirit a little bit. That's crazy. Okay. All right. You good? So we good. Um. Okay, y'all, if y'all new, visit the playlist section. All right, all of these can be found in the playlist section for your convenience, not mine. All right, okay. There are five playlists. However, three, maybe four might be visible because I know it's some public videos in one of those playlist sections. Not sure how many, so it may only be a few that's publicly visible. Um on the positive note messages, that's members only. It should be no public content in that playlist section. So you will only see that playlist section if you join members, okay? William, you said they can't drive. They can't drive over here. Oh my goodness. Y'all, I'm gonna take y'all on a little nature walk with me. That's what I'm gonna do one day. When they warm up in the springtime. Yeah. Going into the new year. We're gonna take a nature walk. So I can show y'all all the birds and stuff. This red bird just flew across past my window. I'm pretty sure it's sitting right here on the roof. Because this is where I feed them at. Right out this window. So I feed the birds right here. I needed to answer that call. But let me do this real quick. And we'll go from there. Okay, let me do this. Give y'all this. I said I was gonna give y'all these notes that I was gonna do last night because I was guided to write. So that's why I got off alive last night to write. Okay, it was serious last night because all I could think and hear was write it, and stuff just kept coming to me, So I'm going to give y'all the positive affirmation for today. Okay. I'm going to give y'all the positive affirmation for today. And we're going to go from there. After I give y'all the affirmation, I'm going to give y'all these notes. I'm telling you, William. That's the only reason why I haven't done it yet. Because I used to do videos. When I used to do readings, I used to do them. Sometimes I would do them in the park. Or I would do them, just out in nature. Sitting out in the park, in the grass. And I'm like, let me quit doing that for somebody. See some, try to find my location and all that. They're going to drop quicker than a fly. Ain't nobody got time. Okay. See what the affirmation gonna be. Yes. Oh my goodness. That's why I be trying to be careful with my glasses because, yeah, somebody said that to me one day. And on some stalker stuff. Hello, Lamont Curry. 2112. What does that mean to you? Determination is at the top. I don't even know why I just shuffled again. Self-love down here at the bottom. Good day to you, Adrian. 2 came out. Tolerance and optimism. I'm going to read both because apparently it's relevant. All right. Tolerance says we can be of great support to those around us by being tolerant and accepting their weaknesses. In exercising tolerance with others, we allow them to be themselves and we embrace the differences between us that make life interesting. By exercising patience and understanding, we can achieve more inner tranquility and put more positivity and respect into a world that at times seems too intolerant. Okay? The affirmation is I accept everyone as they are. I have tolerance and compassion for everyone in my life. Ashe. Yeah, we talked about that the other day, so I ain't gonna go too far into it. But build on your tolerance, okay? Build on your tolerance. It's important because it helps you keep your inner peace as well. So be mindful. Optimism says optimism is an essential ingredient to success and happiness. When things are not going so well, we sometimes get into negative thought patterns, but focusing on negativity can only make things worse. Start each day with an optimistic outlook, visualize your successes, and have faith in yourself and in your future. Okay? The affirmation is I am optimistic, confident, and proficient. Everything I want to achieve is possible. Ashe? Yes. Yes, absolutely, William. I agree. Couldn't agree more, honey. Couldn't agree more. Your level of tolerance helps you build on your peace. I'm trying to tell you. You know? Because when you have a low toleration for just a lot of things, it creates chaos. Yeah. And you also tend to have a lack of patience. You know? It's a FYI. Dang, do I want to read these now or later? I'm gonna read it now because I was so anxious to give y'all these messages and what I wrote. So I gotta go ahead. You right, a look can say a whole lot. Yes, indeed. So let me tell y'all about my little tricky way of doing what I did last night, okay? Because I told y'all to go look up some scriptures that I wrote down that I happened to look up and see. And I'm only going to give these sets now, and then I'll do the other ones later. So I said go look up Hebrews, James, Matthew, and Psalms. We'll start with 11:11. Chapter 11, verse 11, right? There is no Psalm 11:11. But that was the test to see if y'all gonna do it. And I'm gonna tell you why I did it that way. Because in Psalm 11, which is the Song of David, it is it speaks on the test of men. Okay? The test of man. All right. But I'm gonna explain more in a minute. I'm gonna give y'all the notes that I wrote. Okay. But I said Hebrews, James, Matthew, and Psalm 11:11. And I also gave other ones. But we're gonna do them one day at a time. Okay. We might do all the rest of them tomorrow, being that is Sunday. Why not? Okay. But I'm gonna get these scriptures now. Okay. So in Hebrews 11:11, and these look the scriptures up. These are not the exact scriptures per se. These are just my notes and what I know of the scriptures. Okay. So you take it how you will. All right. But Hebrew 11:11 speaks on Sarah's faith. Okay, Sarah's faith for her to conceive a child, right? She trusted God's promise, right? That's the whole purpose of me listing this scripture. Trusting God's promise. That's the key there, okay? But her faith is what gave her the strength to conceive, okay? Sit with that one. Matthew 11:11 speaks of John's greatness, okay? John is highlighted. This is what I wrote down. It's highlighted for being the introduction and the bridge between Old and New Testament prophets, the least in the kingdom. Okay? John prepared the way for a new era of salvation. Sit with that one. James 11:11, look that one up. James 11:11 warns us of fleeting beauty of life and wealth. Okay? So in James 11:11, that's more so of the how God will give and take it away. Just as quick as you get it, you can lose it. That's what that put me in the mind of always. Okay? But it speaks on how you can lose something just as quick as the burning sun can damage or destroy a flower or the grass. Okay? So mindfulness, okay, in regards to pride, ego, and when you obtain a certain level of wealth, financial wealth, and material things, when you gain these things, be mindful of how you treat others, because it also speaks on the wealthy and the rich humiliating those who don't have what they have, or trying to, trying to belittle people because of what they do or don't have. Okay, treating people according to what they do or don't have. Okay, mindfulness again. All right, but what I wrote was just what I said. Warns us of fleeting beauty of life and wealth, material things that can vanish as quick as the hot sun destroys a flower. Okay? Now, the test. Let me give y'all the test. Because, yes, I told y'all to go look up Psalm 11:11. And I was laughing. I was laughing when I said it. No duty, false nails. Are my nails false? Because they are mine. They are all real. I don't do false nothing. Yeah, I'm 100% woman. 100%. I love every inch, crease, crevice of this. You hear me? Yeah, 100%. Ain't no fake nails, no fake none of that, baby. Move along. But you have a blessed day. Because I understand. There's a lot of false, fake stuff going around in this world these days. But I ain't one. All right? Yeah, but God made these nails. You said false nails, baby. God made these nails. They grow beautifully and strong. Yeah, yeah. And I get them polished however I want, when I want, whatever color I want. Yeah, because I like it like that. I also like them plain because they're beautiful that way. Naturally, plain with no polish. But I like a little razzle dazzle here and there. Okay. All right, baby. You have a blessed day. Okay. Back to it. Psalm. I told y'all look up Psalm 11:11. But like I said, there is no Psalm chapter 11, verse 11. Psalm 11 is 7 verses. Okay. It's 7 verses. Those 7 verses are, thank you, cuz I appreciate you so much. Hello, Sonia. Hello, Price. TV Nelson, what's going on? But the 7 verses in Psalm 11, it gave me 711. You know, we do our little angel numbers and stuff. But about 6 months ago, I said I was going to start breaking the scriptures down in angel number form and explaining them to y'all, and allowing those who do use angel numbers for guidance and stuff, compare them to the meaning of those angel numbers and see how they align. Okay, because there's people who don't believe in angel numbers, but these numbers are signs, synchronicities that are also connected to biblical truth. Okay? So just the FYI. But that wasn't part of this. So we gonna leave that there. Um yeah, Psalm 11 is 7 verses, and those 7 verses are David's song of trust. Okay? I mean, of faith. Trusting faith. You get it. You got it. Okay, good. Cause why? Why the words getting twisted up? Okay, so what I wrote was these 7 verses are David's song of trust. Okay? Trusting in having faith in the Lord's righteousness, trusting the Lord, trusting in the Lord, trusting that God is the refuge and a righteous judge. Okay? So Psalm 11 in these 7 verses, it also speaks on testing the hearts of men. Testing the hearts of men to stand firm, though, okay? To basically testing how solid you are, if you will. Okay? All right. So what I wrote, though, is testing the hearts of men to stand firm in faith rather than fleeing at wickedness and evil. Okay? So I wrote down the wicked will be judged, but you stand firm in your faith instead of running at the sight of evil and wrongdoers. Okay? You don't retreat. You don't surrender to evil doers. What I wrote was we don't retreat. We don't surrender to evil when we truly believe we stand. Okay? So something that wasn't even a part of this, immediately I got Psalm 94. Okay? And you can read the whole chapter, baby. You know, I tell y'all all the time, read the chapter, don't miss a beat. Because I want you to catch the whole thing. All right? But immediately after I wrote that message down, I got Psalm 94. Okay? So Psalm 94 is what I like to call the rise against evildoers. All right? But I'm going to tell you what part of it says. Okay? And it starts at 94:16. 15, 16, 16, I think. Anyway, I wrote down rising against evildoers because that's what it gave me immediately after I finished what I just read to y'all. But what it says is who will rise up for me against the wicked, who will stand. Okay? So that is you relying on God, you standing firm in your faith and relying on God as your defender, as your ultimate defender, knowing and trusting that. Okay? So, like I tell y'all all the time, I don't got to do nothing. I don't do nothing. I ain't got to say nothing. I ain't got to take an action against you. I ain't got to wish you ill. I'm going to go pray about it. I'm going to talk to God about it. I tell y'all that all the time. And I don't be playing. I don't be playing. Yes. I'm trying to tell y'all. But that immediately gave me Leviticus 19, okay, where it says avoid, where it teaches you to avoid seeking vengeance, okay, against evildoers, wrongdoers, okay. So that's what that gave me. It give me that all the time. That's why I be like, you don't got to do a thing. Just pray about it. God gonna, if you really walk with God and you really strong in your faith, you ain't got to do nothing to nobody. You don't have to speak ill against them. You can respectfully stand on business. Let them know what it is, what it ain't, and whatever it's going to be or not, and keep it moving. You don't have to speak ill. You don't have to wish ill. You don't have to put your hands on them. God can do better than you ever could. Trust that. Believe that. I'm telling you what I know from experience. Experience. Yeah, I watched a lot of evil, wicked people take a hard fall for trying to play with me. Because at the end of the day, I don't play with people and I don't do people wrong. But I will pray about it. Yes, I do. Every time. Don't hesitate a bit. Okay? So this is what I want y'all to start doing. Instead of reacting, prepare yourself for anything in any situation and you deal with it accordingly. Don't be reactive. Because being reactive can get you hurt. Okay? Being reactive could cause you to be misjudged in a situation where you've done nothing wrong. So don't be reactive. Be proactive. You know, I tell y'all, if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. Be proactive. But you don't have to do a thing to anyone who does you wrong. If you really, truly, strongly in your walk and you really, strongly, truly committed to God, you don't have to wrong anyone because they wronged you. You don't have to seek vengeance because of what somebody else did. You let it sit with them. Let it sit with them. You ain't got to do nothing. Okay? But I do want y'all to go read Leviticus 19. Okay? And what I'm talking about can be found in verse 18, 17, 19. But read 17, 18. But read Leviticus 19. Okay? All right. But with that, I also got Ephesians 5:11. Angel number 511. Okay. With that, I also got Ephesians 5:11. Expose the fruitless deeds of darkness. That's what you do. That's your only task. You expose, God gonna expose it regardless. But part of you standing on business and you standing against them evil wrongdoers is you exposing the fruitless deeds of their darkness. Okay? You take that how it resonates for you and your spirit. Okay? But you do this while you relying on God to take action. You don't got to take action. You do your part, you let God do the rest. Yeah, you don't got to get irate, aggressive. You ain't even got to be angry, baby. You could be calm as they. And let me tell you, they going to call you crazy because you calm while they acting a fool. They going to be like, you crazy, you don't care, you nonchalant. Be that. Be at peace. Okay? Be at peace through whatever chaos. People do not like that. But that ain't your business. Nor is it your fault. Okay? All right. Oh. So listen, I was like, dang, do I really want to give all this information? Do I want to give? But I was guided to just keep it on the surface level the way I just gave it, and I'll go more into it tomorrow. But yeah, the message I got was tell them to take it. Listen, and it gave me like somebody could try to take something from you. Somebody could try to do something to you. Tell them to take it. You ain't even got to tell them. Let them take it. Let them do what they do. Cause God gonna bless you anyway. That's someone taken from you is not gonna stop your blessings from flowing. Someone taken from you and doing you wrong is not gonna stop you from receiving divine gifts, divine blessings. It's not gonna stop that flow. Only you can stop that flow. And you can stop that flow or hold that flow up. It could get a little backed up depending on the action that you take or the things that you do or the things that you don't do. Okay? But yeah, like they say, stand on business, baby. Every time. Every time. Don't miss a beat. Don't miss a beat. Don't miss a beat. But yeah, the test is in Psalm 11. So me telling y'all to look up Psalm 11:11. We'll see if y'all really gonna look up Psalm 11, because it's only 7 verses. And it's the song of David. Go listen. Look, go listen to it. Go read it. Oh my goodness. Oh, Sonya, that's all the time, honey. Derek, what's going on, D Peasy? Thank you for the flower, honey. I appreciate you. Let me see this ignorance. You know, I really want to address you. And I do care about what is true. Yeah, very much. So this is why I tell people to get to know God for themselves and within themselves, because it serves them greatly. Greatly. This is why I always tell people, don't dismiss reading the Bible, because it's a learning tool that helps you grow in your spirituality. There's a lot of truth in the Bible. You know, not many see it. Not many understand it. Not many can interpret it the way it is supposed to be. It should be. So I'm not mad that you, yeah, I ain't mad at all. William, you could have left him there, but that's all right. I'm going to leave him where you left him. Hello, Carfast. Good day to you. 47, 48. Why you say that? And it is supposed to be a storm. You ready for the storm, William? They say it's going to be a blackout. We have one of those every year. Last year, our whole neighborhood power went out. Mm-hmm. It happens every year. Every year since I've been living in this house, the powers went out around the same time every year. So I don't believe in coincidence. So, you know, I'm not the type of person to panic. I'm the type of person to pray and prepare. That's all. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, y'all, let me get off of here, and I gotta call my friend back, because that was an important call. And solar, there is, we covered. We good. We good. Yep. There's some things laying around. Dang. Okay, I think I'm going to do the other scriptures later this evening. I wanted to do them all, but that was a lot. Yes, William, I am. Because I've been so freaking busy and I completely forgot. And I said it. I said I was supposed to email him and I didn't. But I am today. I'm going to email it to you. All right, y'all. Hello, Elisha. Well, thank you, darling. All right, y'all. Be blessed, nothing less. I appreciate y'all for joining me. Okay. Thank you for the gifts and all of that. May you be blessed 1,000 times more. I will see y'all later this evening for, it's Saturday, so we doing the topic of discussion and insight. That's what we gonna do. So I'll see y'all later. Okay. Okay. Be safe. Stay warm. Because it's freezing temperatures. I love y'all. I'll talk to y'all later. Visit the playlist section and hit the notification bell. Okay.